scene.
Hello, Falcon Paladin. Welcome to the podcast. When I hit go live, it went doodle and had a little pop-up saying, Streamlabs desktop is not an advanced stream. Please check your settings. And so it took me a second to see, did it all just crash? No, we are live. It's fine. No idea
It
what
said
that
it's not an advanced stream? What does that even mean?
Don't know. I just closed it and I'm going to hope it's okay.
Good plan. Solid plan. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like it's working. I'm watching your stream and it's there, so I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Wonderful. You crushed it, everybody. Good job, Streamlabs.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, Streamlabs hasn't gotten me into trouble in like 2 weeks, so let's keep that going. We're not going to talk about it in fear of cursing something, but yeah. Anyway, hello. Happy podcast day on normal podcast day of the week.
Yeah, it's definitely not normal podcast day of the week. So I initially asked for it to be moved because I needed to get my bike serviced because I needed a pink slip because I needed that to register it because the vehicle is more than 5 years old and the government doesn't think if your vehicle is more than 5 years old, it needs to be looked at by a professional at least once a year.
Sure.
Sure.
Safety check, right?
Fortunately, the safety check is like $20, so that's not a hassle. The downside is my bike does need to be serviced once a year just because it's a machine that I would like to run properly.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been putting up with a slow leak in the rear tire for months, right? I'm like, I can't see a nail in there or anything. I know if I fill it up with I have a little air compressor here that, has a little...
of course.
I can just do that and it's fine. It lasts a day, right? And then it's halved, and then so I just do it every day. It's fine.
So when you say slow leak, you mean fairly quick leak?
No, a quick leak would be like it won't hold air at all. This will hold air.
That's just like a hole. It's just like a hole in your tire.
Yeah.
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 I'm just saying I had a slow leak once that like every 4 days I'd have to go fill it up.
Yeah, it was definitely more like that when it started.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, because
funny.
it used to like not get below, I don't know, 25 psi, and it's supposed to be at about 42. And in the last month, if I didn't do it every day, I would come out and be like, "Oh, this is at 1. It is, it is atmospheric pressure." Anyway, so I take this in to Harley, who have just very kindly shut down the nearest service center to me, so I had to go further than I do normally in peak hour traffic because I sent them an email being like, oh, actually, hold on, before I sent them an email, I tried calling them and I'd go through their phone service being like, press 1 for parts and service, and it would ring for a few minutes and then it would just hang up.
Awesome.
So
yeah,
nobody would pick up or they'd hang up on me directly. Don't know which. So eventually they have you can just send us book a service via email on their website. So I do that and I'm like, Mondays or Tuesdays, those are my days off. And they're like, hey, great, we can fit you in on Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. I'm like, okay. I might make it back in time for the podcast. I freaking doubt it. That's only 3 hours.
Yeah.
45 minutes, half an hour travel if I take the highway, which I did. Okay, so I'm like, okay, push the podcast today. It's fine. We can make that work. I go to Harley, and I put my bike in at 8:30, and they're like, okay, great. You can go into the showroom. There's like a couch and like a coffee machine and some biscuits, and you can just hang out there. And because you've got this slow leak that you told us about, we're going to do some investigation and we'll come get you if we need to talk to you about like what it is we're going to do. Because it turns out it needed a fresh tire, right?
Sure.
Fair enough.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So they just want to talk to me about that. They also were like, oh, your air filter's a little dirty and it's not the kind we can just wash. So we want to give you a new one, but we don't have any of those in stock. So I'm like, okay, well, can you price out how much it is? And they're just like, yeah, we'll get back to you. And by the end of the day, they're just like, oh, we forgot to do that. So do it yourself, and then, we'll install it. Yeah, okay.
Holy cow. All right.
But yeah, I'm skipping over sitting in their showroom for 5 hours.
I believe it. I'm not surprised by this at all.
So I did at some point leave the building. It was raining, by the way, on and off, so that was great.
Yep.
So
Always nice in a motorcycle when it rains.
yeah. It wasn't raining on the way there. Like, it just started spinning when I pulled into the parking lot. But and it wasn't raining when I left, but it was raining while I was there. So I was just nervous sitting around watching the rain clear up and then get heavy and then clear up and get heavy. I walked across the street to like another motorcycle dealership that has like a bunch of riding gear and stuff, and I went and looked at new jackets and things. I killed some time that way. I spent most of the day though watching two kinds of people walk in, and not a lot of either of them. One is a 60-year-old couple where the dad is like, I assume he's a dad. The husband, I should say, is like, hell yeah, I'm going to get me a hog. And they just walk around the showroom and look at all the expensive bikes. And then leave without buying anything. Right?
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
what a day.
He's
What a
having
day
a-
for that guy.
He's having a good day. Good for him. You know, bless him.
Yeah.
The second one is a my age kind of dude, tatted up like me, that's fine, but a dude, like face tats and stuff, like the Harley Davidson logo face tat.
Ooh, across the forehead?
No, like on the side of his face, like here-ish, just
Okay.
below his eye.
Okay.
He would come in, talk, say hi to a couple guys, walk upstairs and buy some merch, like a t-shirt or whatever, and then leave. And that's it. So I watched 5 dealers sit around, not sell a bike for 5 hours. Whoever like owned the franchise or whatever, he was like, "Oh, let's rearrange the bikes and let's put the expensive bikes at the back so they have to walk past all the cheap bikes, and then the cheap bikes will be near the checkout. So when they're leaving, it looks like an impulse purchase and they buy it." I'm like, okay, you're very open about the sales tactics here. I mean,
I
yeah,
mean,
sure.
yeah,
It's fine.
pretty standard stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty standard stuff. That was weird. Like that's what I did for hours. I just sat there and got a headache from the lights that pointed at my face from the ceiling because they just didn't have like anything to like diffuse them. Anyway, so I've been feeling a little bit sick, and I promised you in the pre-chat, Falcon, that I'll tell you what it is that I think is making me sick, which is I watched one of the dudes at Harley go, "Oh yeah, the coffee machine's just over there," and it's a little touch screen thing that has a tube running out of it and into a like a little mini fridge. And in the mini fridge, there's a single bottle of milk with a tube runs into it so that the coffee machine can suck up some milk. Makes sense. Totally normal. Right?
Sure.
For people who want milk, because we have milk. We do milk, not cream.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of the guys who works there at Harley comes and opens the mini fridge, takes the bottle of milk out, pulls the tube out with his dirty, gross hands that he's been pushing around motorbikes with, holding the
Yeah.
bit of the tube that goes in and is submerged into the milk as he uses the bottle to just pour himself some milk into a cup before pushing the buttons on the machine, and then puts the tube back in the milk and puts it away. And I'm like, that is so gross. Everyone who gets anything from that machine with milk in it, which if you're having like a flat white or a latte, that's all milk,
Yeah, sure is.
is getting that dude's gross hands in their mouth.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine you probably have some government regulations about this sort of thing.
I mean, I don't know. They could just like, it's a coffee machine in a workplace. It's not.
Yeah.
It's for customers to use if they want it, but it's not like
Yeah.
they're serving you it. So I don't know that it's by the same regulations.
Turn them in. Do it.
I mean, what am I gonna do? Out myself? I have to go back there in a year. You
How
know,
do they know it's you?
because like, oh, I saw a guy do a thing. Like, okay, well, let's go and ask them
Yeah.
for the security camera footage to prove it. And it's like, okay, that guy there
He
in
does it
frame.
all the time.
He probably
That is not the first time that man has done that. It's not the last time that man has done that. I guarity.
right.
I guarantee.
But if I
Pull
go
up the footage from 3 weeks from now, and guess what? You'll see the guy doing that.
Well, but I have to just guess when he's gonna do it. Be like, oh yes, if you definitely check May 29th at 4 p.m. he does it.
No.
I think
No.
I think if you
Just
submit,
tell them it's happening, and then at the very least, they go to the shop and say, "Hey, stop doing this. It's gross and unsanitary." And they'll be like, "Oh, we didn't know. Thank you." Right?
well, they should know. That's a problem.
Well, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't know.
Maybe they don't know.
understand germ theory.
And I just like, how did this place do during COVID? You know, did everyone who bought a Harley get sick? Right? And based on the people who actually were looking at the bikes, they were all at risk.
Yeah, totally.
Oh god!
I mean, or you could, you go in there, you're the government sanitation program, and you go in there and you do a swab on the tube, and you're like, "Wow, this is disgusting. I wonder how this happened." And then, oh, that guy called us and said this guy's grabbing it with his hands. Right? Evidence.
Evidence.
Okay.
Yeah, it's God, yeah.
I'm just saying, save some people's Omicron. Be a hero.
Wow, they're probably all the kind of guys who are like, "Oh, better germs never hurt anyone. It's building up your immune system," you know.
Which, to an extent, is true, but also don't do that.
So the other thing that was making me sick was sitting there and looking at new bikes and being like, "Who's paying $46,000 for a new bike?" That's ridiculous. And I'm like, that is why this company is going out of business slowly, you know.
Yeah. Most likely. Ridiculous. When you were trying to call them and couldn't get a hold of them, it reminds me of that time that I was going to a football game and I ordered a pizza for my kids. I think I told this on stream.
Oh, I do know this story.
Right? And I accidentally ordered it for pickup instead of delivery. So I'm on my way down to Provo, like 45 minutes away from home. I'm calling Pizza Hut, calling the local restaurant, the local number, not the national number, the local number for the pizza. And it goes ring, 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 hang up.
Yeah.
Every single time. And I was like, not an answering machine, no messaging service, no like, hang on, we'll be right with you, and then put me on hold. No, just hang up. Amazing, ridiculous stuff.
Yeah. Great customer service.
Again, any business that is doing this, why do you hate your customers? Have someone available to answer the phone, please.
Right. I'm gonna be charitable and assume their messaging system that just wasn't working. There wasn't someone actually who was hearing the phone ring and ignoring it, because while I was sitting there for 5 hours, someone at some point did walk in and go, "Oh, hey, by the way, guys, the phones are down again." So as a franchisee, this place is called Harley Heaven, right? It's not like it's a Harley dealership, right? But it's called Harley Heaven. But you can technically get a Harley franchise that isn't called Harley Heaven in Australia, and it's very confusing. But they both do license services. Anyway, so when I was looking through all of their the merchant stuff they have upstairs, they had little badges for their riders group, because like you can join their chapter of like the Hog, the Harley owners group, right?
Yeah.
And I got I'm gonna admit to fraud for a second. I got a free membership when I bought my Harley for a year, and that gets you a slight discount on insurance. And I've just never renewed it, nor have I told them I'm not a part of it anymore. Right?
So it should have expired, and it just didn't, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm down.
They have little chapter badges, and it should say Harley Heaven Penrith, right? And you can put that on your like your vest or whatever, and be like, "Yeah, I'm on."
Yeah.
Except Harley, they've decided to abbreviate the words Harley Heaven to just HH. So they're selling HH badges, and it made me really uncomfortable.
Fair. Do they know?
They have to.
Oh my gosh. All right. Australia, everybody. Welcome.
Yeah, and so then they screwed me for $1,400 for the service and tile. A full, 10% of what the bike's worth. Because premium brands, people.
Yeah. Because once people associate, your brand with excellence and the best, then by golly, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, so that's... Yeah. That's the thing. But hey, my bike runs better. The tire's fixed. I didn't have to pump it the other day. It's great. And that's why we're not doing the podcast on the normal day. only took me 15 minutes to tell that story.
Yeah, that's the story.
Yeah.
And then it's NBA conference finals, and so
Yeah.
I'm busy. And then I had, anyway,
Yeah.
that's the story. Good
That's
stuff.
the story. Yeah.
Yeah. So news around here. So my boy, he's going to be a junior next year, which is second to last year of high school.
Sure.
And he applied to be on the band council, which is a group of students who organize the band and does stuff like the finances and arranges the competitions and does like a ton of work and stuff.
Sure.
So all you do is you should apply to be on band council, and then they tell you yes or no, and then someone's the band president and someone's the vice president, right?
Okay.
You don't actually apply to be a leadership position. You just apply to be on band council.
So, hold on. It is theoretically possible for him to apply to be on the band council and be made president with no experience. Is that like a thing that could technically happen? Like, it's supremely unlikely, but it's possible.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So usually a senior is the band president, right?
Yep.
And so a lot of juniors this year applied to be on the band council next year and hoped that they would be chosen as the band president, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I pick up my kid from school today, and I'm like, how did band council go? Like, did you make it in? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, and he's like, and I'm the band president. And I'm like, what?
Okay, so I called it.
I know.
Were there no seniors who wanted the position? Were there no seniors?
You
at
can't
all?
apply to be band president.
No,
It was a bunch. There's a bunch of people that probably wanted to be band president, apply to be on band council.
Right. Okay, but how does band president get chosen then? It's not elections.
The band director makes the decision. Just unilaterally decides who the band president is.
And you can't abdicate until you get the person that people want it. Like, be like, I don't want to be the president. I step down. Like,
oh no, I'm sure that happens. I'm sure somebody's like, I just want to be on the band council. I don't want to be in charge. I'm not doing that.
But your kid, he wants to be in
so
charge.
maybe there were like 6 kids who were like, I don't want to be band president. I'm like, all right, this kid then I guess. He's only going to be a junior next year.
I need you to ask the band president. That's his nickname now. I'm going to call him the band president. To find, to make a list of all the other students and see if he's just the top of the list alphabetically by surname. Right?
I mean, it does start with a B. So yes.
Yeah, I just need to know if there's any like Alvarez's or something. And the teacher was just like, no, B. Cool. It's your.
Entirely possible. I mean, part of it is that he's playing like 5 instruments. He's playing the clarinet, and then his director was like, can you play the saxophone too? We need a saxophone. And he's like, sure. I was like, can you play the alto sax? And he's like, yeah. He's like, can you play the bass clarinet? Sure, I can learn that, I guess.
Okay.
So he's just playing like 5 different instruments. And so I wonder if part of it's like, well, this kid, he seems talented enough and he's willing to do whatever the hell I want him to do. So we'll make him president, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's happy about it. I'm glad to see it too. He's a really good kid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He'd make a good president. I'd vote for him.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. You have my
And then
guitar.
my oldest is graduating next week.
Oh. Don't say that. I feel old, Falcon.
I know. How do you think I feel?
Proud.
Proud. I am proud. I told him this. I was like, kid, I'm impressed you graduated at all. And he kind of looks at me like, that hurts. And I'm like, dude, in kindergarten, I said, you hated school from day one. And I told myself, I said, this kid, if he finishes the next 12 years of school, it's going to be an amazing achievement. And he was like, yeah, I did hate kindergarten. I was like, see?
That's great.
Honestly, though, I have never seen a kid hate kindergarten this much in my entire life. He just hates school. And there's never been a single year where he's been like, man, I really like school this year. It's really clicking with me. It's fantastic. Nope. He hates it the whole time.
Oh, man. I miss school.
Mm-hmm.
It was so structured and organized and easy.
I know. And for a lot of people, that's great, right?
Yeah, and it was someone else's
Yeah.
job to take care of all the children. It wasn't my job. Yeah.
Yeah. So people are like, is he going to go to college? And I'm like, no.
No.
This kid is not going to college. No chance. He is not doing more classroom time. He's probably going to do some kind of a blue collar hands-on study program, either for car repair or for like plumbing or something like that.
I hear you guys are going to be spending the next 10 years constructing a giant data center. Maybe now's the
Yeah.
time to be under construction.
He could do data center construction. It's true, probably.
Yeah.
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 He's working for Walmart right now.
Fair enough.
Pretty much hates that, but you know, it's Walmart.
It's Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he a greeter? If I go into Walmart, will he greet me at the door?
They make old people do that. Old people here are greeters.
Oh, okay.
You have to be like retired and working, which is extra sad, and then you can greet people. I don't know why they do this. They're like, you should be at home watching the TV, sir. Why are you here, standing here, saying welcome to Walmart? Not okay.
We want our customers to feel bad for you, and then they'll spend more in hopes that you get a bigger bonus, so that you're able
That's
to.
not how that works, and nobody thinks that's how it works.
Absolutely.
Anyway, no, he does check out, and sometimes he's on a checkout lane. Sometimes he just watches the people do self checkout to make sure nobody is stealing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much mostly what he does right now, which is like, ugh.
My work, I don't know, it was probably like a year ago at this point. We did like a refresh on our front end. So we got rid of a lot of the manned checkouts and it went from having 6 self-service to having like 12, all right? But as part of this is they introduced a gate. So you have to like, someone has to open a gate, like a little automated door will just like sliding doors. But it's all AI driven, or at least it claims to be, in that it'll only open for you if you go to one of those self-service checkouts and pay for something.
Right.
And then it tracks your little position. When you get close to the door, it opens up. I'm just leaving most days, and that's the footpath exit to get out.
Right.
And I'm not buying stuff every day just to leave my work. And so someone's got to be there, and I've got to like make sure they're not talking to a customer or whatever, or helping someone who doesn't know how to use a self-service machine, so that they can push a little button on their remote so that can be manually let out every day. I've never felt more like a penned-in animal at work. It's great.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, I mean, every time something like this is purported to be AI, I just remember that story where it was like an Amazon self-serve store, and it turned out to be like 800 Indian people.
Yeah.
So maybe it's 800 Indian people.
Maybe. It could be.
Although you think they just let you out. They're like, it's Omicron. There he is. He's just leaving work like he does every day. They should be able to let you out. Yeah.
You'd think. But
yeah.
Nope.
Wow. I don't know, man. I don't want to feel like I'm anti-AI, but like the more time goes on, the more I like interact with it and see people use it and talk about it, I'm just like, man, I don't like this at all, actually. Perhaps this is not something that I like, even a little bit.
Yeah. So I had some work training that I had to do the other day, and one of it included a section on like, what is the company's policies on using AI? And it's like, you can use our AI, but everything it says should be fact checked and like gone over with a human lens, like to verify its value.
So what the hell's the point?
Right.
That's my big problem with this whole thing. If it has to be double checked by a human, what's the point?
Yeah.
Anyway. Stupid. Yeah. My oldest boy is like amazingly anti-AI. He hates it more than anything else. He's like, we're going to burn, if they try to build the data center here, we're going to burn it down. And I'm like, all right, let's maybe not go to prison for life. Let's maybe try to avoid that. There are ways we can do things here. It's fine. We live in a democracy. But yeah, he hates it. And Walmart here is being like, we've got a new AI assistant on the app. Ask Sparky, the AI assistant, questions about your shopping experience. And he's like, every poster now is just like AI created, and it's like driving him insane.
Yeah.
It's here. It's here. It's here for us all.
It's here, and it's also not even real AI. That's the terrible thing about it.
Right.
It's just large
The language
language model.
learning model.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And it
Large
sucks.
language learning model. Wait,
No,
what is it?
large language model. Yeah. I don't think.
Large language model.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
I almost sat through trying to interact with one the other day. I recently switched mobile providers to something cheaper.
Yeah.
And I got an email from my old service provider being like, "Hey, you owe us one last bill." I'm like, "Yeah, that makes sense, right?"
Mm.
Except the email does not include any payment information. So it's like, here's a bill code, here's a thing you can scan to like, here's you know, a bank account to deposit some money into. Or none of that. And it's
Yeah.
like, but hey, if you log into the app or on the website, you can find payment stuff there. And so I'm like, okay, I still have my account and password. I log in and it goes, hey, you don't have a service here. We're not showing you anything.
Awesome.
And so it's
So
like,
cool.
it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, okay, I'll use their little message thing that it's their little AI companion that pops up and be like, Clippy style, like, do you have a problem? It looks like you're trying to do something. And so I'm just like, make a payment. And they're like, great, you can make a payment if you log in and find your details. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go to a
Yeah,
store
yep.
and show a guy this email. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
Looking forward to
Yep.
it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I get it for the dumb people who are like, how do I pay my bill? How's this computer box work?
Yeah.
Then yeah, the little AI assistant's great. It shows them the basic things to do. Wonderful. But if you are not a moron, then it can't help you. It doesn't know any of the side cases or weird things that happen. It doesn't know any of that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. At this point, sometimes I will chat with an assistant, and sometimes they don't tell you it's AI, and you're like, this is AI.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But if you browbeat them enough, then sometimes they'll let you talk to someone who's human, which is nice. But not all the time. Sometimes they just loop you, and it's like, all right, so there is no human. Awesome. What do I do now? Might have to make a phone call. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, I was just looking for that email to make sure I know where it is, because normally I pin all the important emails in my email service so I can just find it easy. I didn't pin it. I have no idea where it is. It's drifting down into the list of ungodly amount of emails you get, because everything just spams you every 30 days.
Sure does. Sure does.
But I did just find the pinned email I have for Simple Mart Home, where I ordered my Mother's Day present. That still hasn't showed up, and Mother's Day was 2 weeks ago. I bought this on the 4th of May, and so I'm like, well, I'm not clicking the button that says buy again, and I'm gonna have to, like, contact them and get a refund. Oh, God. Looking at your email just makes you sad. Don't ever do it.
It does. Did I tell you a couple of years ago? So the default notification behavior on Gmail is archive.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just archiving any email that came through because I was like, I don't want it in the inbox. Get out of there, right?
Yeah.
And then Gmail was like, you have run out of space in your Google account. You have 300 million emails. And I was like, oh no, the archived email never actually goes away. I thought they deleted that stuff after a while. They do not.
They do not.
Yeah. So you can change the default behavior on the Gmail app if it notifies you of an email to delete instead of archive, and that has saved me. So, yeah, like 10 times a day. I'm like, email came in, delete. Email came in, delete. Email came in, delete. It's perfect.
Nice.
Super fast.
Super fast.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get to Warhammer too quickly, but I have a Warhammer email story, which is
Okay.
So one of the emails that I do look at is when Games Workshop is like, hey, here's new shit, and we just had the Skulls event, and I'll have some stuff to talk about there too. But they're like, Dan Abnett has a new book out. It's called Hive. It's a 2-part book. Both parts released at the same time. Do you want to buy a special edition version? I'm like, yes, I do. I will buy this.
And you're like, this marketing is extraordinarily well targeted at me.
Yeah, it's like I signed up to
Yeah.
specifically be told about this. And they
Hmm.
the email says, "Hey, it's only going to be available in select stores." Right? This is how we're getting around scalpers. People aren't going to be able to walk in and buy 9 copies, right? And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
"Okay." So in my state, there are 2 select stores. In New Zealand, there's 1, right? So fuck you if you live
Yeah.
in New Zealand and not close to that store.
I mean, how far can you possibly be from any given point in New Zealand?
Well, it's in Wellington, so if you live on the South Island, you have to take a
Uh-huh.
flight to buy a book, right?
Or a boat. I
Yeah,
believe you can boat,
yeah, you can probably get a ferry, probably,
but still.
but
Still,
still.
yes. Yeah.
Um, anyway,
Yeah.
so the nearest store to me, also the one that's right by my house, closed recently, much like Harley. So I have to go to the same place where the new Harley place is, and get a book there. And I'm like, oh, they can't have a lot. I'm willing to bet they'll sell out pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm going, okay, well, it says they're available on this Saturday. Store opens at 10:30. I'm at work till 11:30. Great.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to my old housemate, my brother, being like, can one of you on Saturday please go down there? I get there at 7 a.m. and wait in line if you have to. I really want one of these books. That, um, you know, it's a nice looking book, and I want it.
Yeah. How much do you rely on these people to perform this act for you?
How much? I mean, I was willing to give them a free lunch to do it. Like,
I know, but like, how much do you rely on them to actually pull this off?
oh, I mean, my brother, I would definitely bet he could do it, right?
So bet he could do it.
Yeah, yeah,
Isn't
and would.
exactly
And would.
the utmost confidence.
Sorry, okay, I would bet a lot that he would do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
My
All
housemate
right.
said, "Oh, I can go after I finish work." I'm like, okay. The time that you finish work and the time that I finish work, on a Saturday for him, he finishes pretty quick. But like, I could still get there at the same time, all right?
Right.
So anyway, I'm like talking to my brother. I'm like, please just go, or I'll give you free lunch. You know. And he's like, yeah, I'll talk to the missus, see what's happening, if we can do it. And he's like, yep, I'll go do it. It's great. And then that was last night, and I woke up this morning and I was just scrolling, checking my emails. Games Workshop, hey, we've heard what you guys have to say about Hive Premium Edition. Because people complained because there weren't enough stores with it, and so
Oh.
from now, today's Thursday. Book's supposed to come out on Saturday. They're like, you won't be able to get them in store on Saturday. Instead, we're going to be making them print on demand, and we're just going to be taking orders for a week, right?
When will they arrive? Print on demand.
Up to 180 days. Right? Which, I mean,
Awesome.
hey, this is like a trophy copy because I have the audiobook already.
Right.
That's fine.
You can wait.
I can wait that.
Fair.
And it means the people who are currently selling the book for $200 on eBay already can go get fucked, right? Because everyone will be able to buy
Yeah.
a copy for less than that. So
Yeah.
I'm happy with this change. It's fine. But there is a tiny little asterisk right at the bottom, which I didn't even know this about them in the physical ones, already presumably at stores, which is, note that unlike the previous announced version, the premium edition will not be individually numbered or signed by the author. So the ones in stores were numbered and signed by Dan Abnett, and now they're
Yeah.
just not selling them? Like, there's no information about how can you still get these. The ones that must already be at stores because they're supposed to come out in 2 days.
Games Workshop, you astound me every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. That's a thing. Anyway, there's a new Dan Abnett
But I
book
mean, a little bit par for the course, right?
yeah, a little bit, for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, you were like, ooh, new thing from Games Workshop. I'm sure this will go off without a hitch at all.
well, I mean, the books, like, the book, ebook and the audiobook are already out. Right? That did go
Yeah.
fine, and 99% of the sales are probably in those two formats. So from their perspective, it did go off without a hitch. And this time they've tried something to prevent scalpers from getting it done by making it in stores only. the thing that boggles my mind is that even this premium edition is available in made to order, right? Like they could just do this for all of their books.
Yeah.
Why do they not do that?
I don't know.
And
It's a whole bunch of work for them.
And I get that, like, bringing Dan Abnett to sign 1,000 books is a lot of work, and if you make it made to order, that'll be like 10,000, and that's just like an impossible workload because he has things to do with his life, you know.
Right.
Then it's just undesirable from that perspective, sure. And it's like, okay, if we make it smaller and limited, we can do something fancy with it. But yeah, I don't know, man. Also, the thing I really don't get is why did they release parts 1 and 2 at the same time?
Right. Got nothing. I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah, because the audiobook, as far as I can tell, is just I only had to buy it once. I didn't have to buy them separately. And buying them these limited edition versions for my shelf, I get both. Like it's not two purchases. It's just one, and I get both.
Yeah.
I get maybe they didn't
Easy.
want the book to be Brandon Sanderson thick. They're like, if we split this into two, it'll bend better, you know?
Yeah, I mean there are kind of limits to normal book size, so maybe that's it. Maybe they're like, if we do this in one book, we have to contact a special publisher that can do this for us, and they charge us a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Exciting. Well, 180 days it is.
180 days. 182. We still got 2 to go before I can order it.
Okay.
Yep. So, when is 182 days from now?
Are you going to reach a point where you're like, I do not want any more trophies, or I do not have room for any more trophies?
I'm pretty much there already.
Okay.
Like, I have a bunch of stuff that I would love to have on display that's all just sitting in storage. Like Warhammer models and things like that. But, like, books, I think I'm going to be able to get a lot more of because, like, I only have a handful of actual physical things that I really want. And that's, like, records for music, books, Warhammer models. And I have, if you don't count game books, like D&D books and stuff like that, which I don't. If we're just counting novels, I have 13. It's not a lot. I can expand. I can afford to expand for a little bit. So I'm not too worried about that. I guess playing cards like Yu-Gi-Oh and shit that I have for fun. That also counts as physical, but like a playing card is thin and small, and I'm not just like I've got 5,000 of that, and they take up less space than the books. It's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Playing cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine at the moment, but I'm, we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to start getting rid of old stuff.
I have. Yeah. I gave away a limited edition Xbox that sat in my cupboard for like 9 years to a friend of mine. Yeah. He came over.
Gave it away?
Yeah. So some friends from high school and we all like caught up and went out for dinner and stuff and stood around after dinner in the parking lot next to the restaurant talking till like 1 o'clock. And they're like, oh, we'll give you a lift home. I'm like, oh, cheers. And one of them several years ago had given me like a Rooster Teeth hoodie that I was taking, and so I could take it to like a convention and get someone to sign. And it was their first convention in Australia, and it was just packed and poorly laid out. And I just like looked at the lines and said, "Sorry, mate, not getting anyone to sign it." But also, I never saw him again, right, for years. So I've just been holding onto this thing because I can't throw it out, right? It's a hoodie that's just been sat in my closet. It doesn't fit me. It's signed by people. Doesn't belong to me. And I just never saw him, never caught up, never had a chance to give it back. So he was going to drop me off. So I'm like, here, you can just have this. And then I was showing the other... the guy from Thor where he's like, and behold my stuff. I was doing that with some of my friends that I hadn't seen forever. And one of them was like the Gears of War limited edition Xbox. And I was just like, yeah, you can have it if you want it. And he was like, okay. Like, it wasn't on display or anything. It was just in a cupboard, sitting in, like, on top of the hoodie. So I'm like, yes, take it, please. Go. Give me the space. And they're like, you're trying to make space? I'm like, yeah, I've only got this office in my bedroom for all of my stuff. And they're like, We just have our bedrooms. You have twice as much space as we do. And I'm like, yeah, okay,
Practical decisions have been made.
yeah, yep. Yeah. Anyway, Warhammer Skulls is the Warhammer Games event. I was quite excited for this event. Turns out to be a bit of a kerfuffle. Nothing's going on. All right. So like Dawn of War 4 is now available for pre-order and it has like a release date, September 18th.
Cool.
That's neat. Don't pre-order the game. Like that's just don't do that. It's not worth it.
I don't pre-order anything.
That's for any.
Okay.
It's just for the people listening. What else did they announce? They put out a playable demo of Warhammer Survivors, the Vampire Survivors clone / like collaboration with them.
Yeah.
So Warhammer Survivors as a game, I've talked about this a little bit, which is a fan, like one dude, made a clone of it for HoloLive, where it's like he took all of the VTubers as characters and made models and gave them all their unique attacks that made like on brand with their lore and made all of their fan bases like pixel sprites, and you fight them and it's free and it's way better than the original game, which is wild because it's made by one dude, right?
Yeah.
But it shows you just how easy this thing is. You just need a bunch of characters and some art and like copy and paste and it should be simple. Warhammer Survivors sucks.
Okay.
It is so slow. Like you play it and you're the Space Marine. It's like, okay, I have a chainsaw that I can't point in any direction, and it just kind of goes nyan 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 to like the left and to the right. You can't point it up and down. So if there's a Tyranid coming from you from the top, and like they're so very badly paced that like the screen just fills up very quickly. They're instantly coming from you from the top. And like it does get better if you can kill one of the bosses, because that means you're guaranteed to get like an amount of coins that you might be able to spend on an upgrade when you die. And once you have 5 or 6 of those upgrades, you can kill a lot of things, and then you get more money, and then you upgrade even faster. And the game does technically reach a point where it's fine.
But you got to work for it.
But you got to work for it. And like, even as someone who doesn't really watch HoloLive stuff, I would rather go play Holo Cure, as it's called, just because. Well, this is the demo for Warhammer Survivors, so I'm going to give it a little break where it's like, you're just fighting Tyranids, right? And you can only play as the Space Marine or the Guard, the Guardsman, right? Maybe it'll be better by the time release, like, you'll actually get to play. I've seen in the trailer that you can play as orcs and other stuff, like commissars and stuff like that. There are other things that will be there.
Right.
But I'm also expecting to have to pay for that. The HoloLive game, even if you know nothing, there's 30 characters that all have different weapons and combos and stuff. And unique items that they can find that are like unique ability upgrades and stuff. It's just a way better game, even if you know nothing about what's going on.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it's hard to be excited for a game that's just like what Tony Stark in a box of scraps in a cave in Afghanistan is doing better than you, you know? That's how I feel.
Yes.
The next Outcat Warhammer game, Dark Heresy, has a playable demo, playable beta. They're calling it a beta. I don't know how big it is. But it's actually seemingly from the start of the game, like this time you get to do character creation and stuff. I'm a little bit into it. It seems fine. It's promised to be fully voice acted this time, so that's neat.
That is neat. I mean, is it still the same kind of isometric
Yeah.
RPG? I don't know what character creation has anything to do with that. Like, you don't see your character anyway. I guess the portraits when you're talking could be nice.
Very little. It has very little, but like when I say character creation, it's not like, okay, we've built you a warrior, here, go play. It's, okay, I get to go through and select my class and distribute skill points and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And not necessarily like, well, you do get to pick the hair and the tattoos and the augments and stuff. That doesn't really matter. You're going to put a helmet on and forget it's there anyway.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least a commissar hat.
Yeah, so there was a little bit more interactivity in some of the environments. Like you're walking around this like space station for the Inquisition, and you like go visit the quartermaster to get new gear. And so you do that, and the quartermaster like pulls up an email on his data slate and is like, "Well, I've now been seconded to you, so I'll go meet you at your ship." Great. He's pretty grumpy about it.
I, yeah.
But then
But
there's like,
also, welcome to 40K, sir.
but welcome to 40K. You work for the
Yeah.
Inquisition. I work for the Inquisition. Get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
But there was like a puzzle thing to do to unlock like a secret room in there, and I'm like, okay. I got into a conversation with a guard when I was trying to like leave an area because I'd found a book, and so I assume if I had missed that book, I wouldn't have had that conversation to go return it to the library or whatever.
Okay.
So it felt better than some of the stuff in Rogue Trader. That's all. Oh, although like I'm already like, oh, but the law. There's a the heir to House Chorter from
Yeah.
they're there being like, yes, I'm hanging out at the Inquisition's lobby. I'm like, oh my god, how does it connect? I need to know. I want to put up my board with red string.
Wow.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, what's the official story of what happened
Don't know.
at Chorta, right? Like, what do the people think?
Yeah, well, is this just a prequel or is
Oh,
is it like going to have like a
sequel.
canon ending from like the first game? Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, that's tricky. That gets really tricky.
Yeah. But the big thing is that they announced that Mechanicus 2 came out, and that is their turn-based tactics game, like an XCOM. Mechanicus 1, great game. Mechanicus 2, what a bit of a misstep. it's rough. It looks really good. It's like it's much prettier. I'm not gonna deny that. It makes my GPU sit at 100% to the point where my monitors died yesterday.
Awesome. That's always nice when that happens.
Yeah, so that was worrying.
Ugh.
There, like, there's a lot of complaints to be had. One, performance, yeah, sure. Well, I have a feeling if I turn off unlimited frame rate and like lock it to 60, it'll probably fix that.
Might play nicer. Yeah.
Yeah. But in terms of like character creation, the first game lets you build a team of tech priests and you can upgrade them a variety of different ways, and like each of their augment slots, like their legs, their arms, their torso, their head, all have different things that you could unlock. And so you could pick missions to be like, oh yes, I'd like to unlock something for people's arms or a new weapon, and then go do that. This, they've turned all your tech priests into the cast of characters from the first game. So there was a bunch of named tech priests who were like the people in charge of the expedition. They're now the tech priests that you use, and use one of those in a mission. And then as you unlock new troops, it then gives you like a roster randomly selected of the troops that you have unlocked. So if you unlock a bunch of troops and find out you don't like them, you now might just roll them, and like you have to pick from a selection of these kinds of troops for this mission. The ones you like aren't here.
Oh.
And so, like, these units did exist, but there was no random in the first one. It was just like, yeah, once you unlock all the troops, you just pick the ones you want. And they all have different, like, cost values, and you have to take a maximum of 10 or something, right?
Right.
This one, like, they come in squads. So it's like, okay, if you want a squad of Skitarii Rangers, there's 5 of them. You can only take 10 troops, so you can take 2 squads of those. But if you want Rustblade Stalkers, these, like, melee units that are really good, they come in squads of 2.
That's not a squad. That's a duo.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a pairing.
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can take that when it rolls the random amount, it might show you 2 squads, so you can take 4 at most.
Yeah.
It's a bit rough, and some of the gameplay stuff, I'm really considering making a video and just like capturing a bunch of footage and talking over it for like things that I liked in the first game that I'm just missing from the second, because it does feel tactically weaker but much prettier. There's a thing that people are complaining about, that when you go into a mission, you're not just going into like a tomb anymore, and it's like, do you want to go left and right and explore different rooms, which wasn't it wasn't a big sprawling map, but you did have some options whether or not you wanted to go left or right. But the way the Necron alert system worked was with every room you went into, it would slowly went up. So doubling back to visit a room twice to get to a room you missed had a huge penalty. And by the end of the game, I just felt like it was never worth it. Like, if you missed a room, oh well, just keep going to the objective.
Got it.
In this one, you watch your tech priest walk along a line along the world map, which is prettier and does give you briefly a feeling of like, yes, you are traveling across this planet of like the Necron war is broken out on. And so I actually really liked that because I felt like it was pretty linear anyway. But the Necron alert level thing is now only 4 pips, right? And when you get to 4, it's like, yeah, there's lots more enemies in your next fight. And when you're picking your loadout, you can make that max before you get into the game. And I was playing the game on the second easiest difficulty. It's narrative than like normal. And I couldn't finish the 3rd mission with 4 of the alerts maxed out. It was just kicking my butt. I felt like
overwhelming, huh?
Yeah, I felt like I had no options tactically. Like, I just didn't have enough units. And like at that point, I hadn't unlocked anything special.
Yeah.
And so I just
kind of lore accurate then.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of. All of the like, you're the tech priest, and you're going to have techie reasons for doing things or faith reasons for doing things that are all justified by some bullshit. That's all still really great. Where it's like, okay, do you want to salvage the corpse of your comrades for like their tech augments so that you can return with them, or do you want to like quote a random but very specific part of like some tech scriptures to justify your beliefs for abandoning them? Right? It's great. I love all that, but the combat just feels a bit limp, I guess. All the character tech priests are supposed to be all really powerful because they're the named characters, right? You're not taking Ruststalker number 1. You're taking Ro, a guy who is bigger than Space Marines, but I guess isn't. But every mission has named character must survive. So I just like, okay, if I run this guy in there to make him useful with his guns or his axe or whatever, but he takes a ton of damage because he's not a lot more tankier than normal units, I just lose.
Yeah.
Whereas in the first game, all of your really powerful tech marines that you could send in, while being powerful, weren't like an instant fail because they were just tech marine number 7 as well.
Right. No plot armor.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Play the first one. It's really good. The music is better. It's still good in this one, but the music is definitely better. The first one's definitely worth playing. And
Fair.
Hopefully patches will fix this one.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's some updates for some other Warhammer games that we don't really care about.
Okay. Good to know. I will not worry about those.
Okay, so Darktide, their like Left 4 Dead game, you're gonna be able to play as a Skitarii. That's cool, but like, yeah. I'm not going back to Space Marine 2 at this point. It looks nice, and I really want to. I just can't be bothered.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about
Marine 2.
Wanting to get everything in that game and knowing that I couldn't because it's like, well, this helmet is timed. It's like, okay, well, I'm just not playing any of it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Blech.
Yeah.
Modern gaming contrivances.
Yep.
Everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been playing Dying Light 2.
Ooh, how is it?
So 2 of the things that kind of struck me is that when I said I was going to play Dying Light 2, 2 separate people told me, oh yeah, I played some Dying Light 2 and I never finished it. And I was like, that doesn't bode well for this game.
Depending on who those people are, all right?
Well, Yeah, but I mean, when I said I'm playing Dying Light 1, nobody was like, "Oh, I remember that game. I never finished it." Everyone's
Oh,
like, "I finished that game. It was good."
I never finished it.
Oh, there you go. You
I
could have told me.
I just kept that to myself because, like, I mean, I did tell you because I told you that it gave me the visual static snow effect that I just like couldn't look at the screen for long.
Right. Okay, but that's not like we didn't finish it because it sucks.
Right.
We finished it because of this problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's that. So you know how much I was using the bow in Dying Light 1?
Yeah.
Range weapons don't exist in the game yet. I'm like 25 hours into this thing, and they're like, "Here's a club. Would you like to use this old broken shovel to hit zombies with?" And I'm like, "Can I just get a bow? Can I get a crossbow? Can I get anything?" And they're like, "No, absolutely not. You are here to hit zombies with sticks. Thank you very much. We know you never did that in Dying Light 1. You must get it done here." Okay. Yeah. So it kind of sucks.
But I'm looking at the screenshots of Dying Light 2 Stay Human Reloaded Edition, which is a bit of a mouthful. Sure.
Yeah.
People have guns, so you can get ranged weapons, right?
Show me. I've looked at every shop. I've done a bunch of quests. I can kill people who have guns, and I can't get their guns.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at the screenshot where you're holding a gun, I should say. Like, I'm not pulling that out of nothing.
Wait, what?
Yeah. If you... Yeah, let me just pop this in.
What are you talking about? In Dying Light 2?
Yeah. It's uploading.
Boop. Got it.
There you go.
Oh. No, that's definitely not me. Where'd you get this?
What do you mean that's not you? You're the first person. It's in first person. What are you on about?
Okay, look. I didn't say guns don't exist forever. I'm being told you can get guns later.
Okay.
But not for the first at least 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So eventually, sure. And so, so I just unlocked a thing where there are two factions, and you can take over water towers and give the water tower to one of the two factions, and you get rewards for doing this.
Sure.
And if you give 3 water towers to one faction, then you get a crossbow for free. I just unlocked that thing. So next time I play, I'm just gonna go get 3 more water towers. And I'm going to give it to those guys so I can get a freaking crossbow. I don't care what their ideology is. I don't care if they're the good guys or the bad guys. I'm doing it for the crossbow.
You're going to get a crossbow, 4 bolts, and no way to replenish them.
I know, right? Well, no, what's annoying is if you go to a store, they'll sell you arrows. They're like, here is a blueprint to make arrows and crossbow bolts. And I'm like, do you have a blueprint to make a crossbow? And they go, definitely not. Nope. So that's something that's happening in Dying Light too.
Are you in the city yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
I'm running around like crazy.
I just found a Reddit post, which is, for the love of God, when do I get a ranged weapon? From 4 years ago, right?
Yes.
And this guy is saying that in your stash there might be a bow.
I checked. Nope.
Okay.
I got the Reloaded edition. I got some DLC free with it too. I assumed the stash would have something cool because that's where I got my Ranger bow from the first game. Was in the stash as part of the DLC weapon, or I could craft it at least. I had the plans for one.
Right.
Nothing. They really want you to be out there meleeing zombies for the first half of the game. It seems like it's a choice.
Everyone's saying that you get it as a mission reward, and like if your inventory's full, it goes to the stash.
Awesome.
So maybe you had it and you dropped it. It as the bow. A bow.
No, I have looked in my stash.
Well, maybe you
12 times.
Maybe you dropped it.
No.
Instead. Can you drop weapons in that game? Like,
if you try to pick something up, it's like, which weapon do you want to replace if your inventory is full?
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's fine. So in Dying Light 1, there's all these huge like special monsters that are massive. Like they've got a giant hammer, or they're armored and they charge at you. And never once did I ever melee attack any of those.
Right.
And in Dying Light 2, it's like, I have to learn how to dodge. I have to, like, get up and close to this thing and hit it with my stick. This is peasant behavior. Where is my ranged weapon?
That's funny.
So I did. I got a big old gladiator sword, and I'm like overhand swinging at this big dude with a huge hammer, trying to like time his attacks and pretending like it's Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good times.
Good times.
Good times.
Well,
The other thing is, you know how they tell you at the start of games, they're like, turn up the brightness to this level. I'm like, all right,
Yep.
you got it. Nighttime in Dying Light 2 at that level is like pitch black. I could see 2 feet in front of me, and the rest of it was darkness. So I'm running around in dark, and I can't see anything. The flashlight sucks. I can't see, like, there a car over there I can climb on? Who knows? Let's run in a random direction and see what there is. So bad. So I went in and turned the brightness up like 4x what they wanted it to be, and now it's playable. So that was neat. That was a lot of fun too.
Fair enough.
I mean, if they want the player to be entirely lost at night and get chased by fast zombies, fine. That was your intent, game, but that's not how I want to play your game. Thank you very much.
Do you not get like a torch or anything?
That's what I'm saying. The flashlight sucks. Sorry,
Yeah.
the torch sucks. The flashlight in Dying Light 1 is great. It's bright. It's got a nice beam. It illuminates stuff. This one's like... like flickers. It goes like a foot in front of you and it's dim. It's so bad.
Yeah. Timu.
You should watch some of the stream. It's bad.
I will go find it after the stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyway, there's other complaints about Dying Light 2. It's fine. I don't think it's good as 1. I think that's a general consensus, but it's not like the worst thing ever.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Are they making a Dying Light 3?
So there's Dying Light The Beast,
Right.
which is another game.
Is that okay? Is it any good?
So
Oh, it came out last year.
I don't know if it's any good.
It's mostly positive, or very
Okay.
positive on Steam reviews. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe.
Maybe. And then there's one more I can't remember. Dying Light 1 and 2 and The Beast. Maybe I'm just remembering the following, the DLC campaign for Dying Light 1. Maybe that's it. It might be just The Beast. Chronologically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was still boggled by the idea that the game director for the following was like, everyone loves the parkour aspect of Dying Light 1. Let's give them a dune buggy and put them in the farmland. Put them in Kansas. It's like, what? 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 Whose idea was this? Who made the final call on this? Because they're dumb.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure, look, this happens all the time in game development. Somebody's like, what if we do this? We radically change what we're doing with the franchise. But then someone needs to be like, no, that's a dumb idea.
Right.
We're not doing that. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I've been seeing a bunch of clips from the new Forza Horizon game, which is like an open world racing game, and so they set it in different places, and there was one set in Australia recently. I say recently, it was probably like a decade ago. But the newest one that just came out is set in Japan. So they're like, I'm seeing clips of them being like, okay, let's race tiny little K-trucks, or classic Japanese cars and drift around Shibuya or whatever. But there's one where you get to race a Gundam as it runs, like just a giant mecha.
Awesome.
Yeah.
See, that's an example of, hey, brainstorm, new game, what should we do? The player races a Gundam, and everybody goes, yes, brilliant. Pay raise, bonus for all. Yeah.
But it's not the player plays a Gundam in their racing game. Yeah.
Right. Right. It's like you bought the latest Forza. Enjoy playing as a Gundam as you battle kaiju on the coast of Japan.
I'm not gonna lie. If I bought Forza and it was actually a Pacific Rim game, I might not be mad.
Depends on how good it is. But it's a fun idea. Yeah. There's a Pacific Rim video game, right?
Oh, I don't think so.
No, there has to be.
If
Pacific Rim video game. Pacific Rim is a 2013 fighting game developed by UK's and published by Warner Brothers Interactive for the Xbox 360. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't look very
Wasn't
good.
any good?
Doesn't look it.
Oh, it's a mobile game. That's even worse.
Yeah, it's their arcade game, so it wasn't a full release kind of game. It was like
No.
indie release kind of thing. Yeah.
It's 2013. It's when all the gaming developers were like, the future of gaming is mobile games. People won't have gaming PCs anymore. They'll just have their phones, and we got to make our games for mobile devices. And then we did that for like 10 years and then decided that was a dumb idea.
Yeah, yeah. Do you guys not have phones?
Well, hugely profitable in Southeast Asia.
True.
But outside of there, no, it's not going to work in North America.
Yeah. IGN gave it the lowest IGN score I've ever seen for a video game at 5.3.
Whoo! For IGN, that's like 0.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, fair.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd be curious if there's a list of like these mobile games from the 2010s were actually pretty okay. There are 5 of them, and here they are, you know?
To be fair, this isn't actually a mobile game. It just looks like one because it was on the 360, and the 360 is not a mobile platform.
Oh, so I found a different game that is for iOS then.
Oh, really? I mean, it might be
Yeah.
the same game. They just released it on the iOS and the 360.
Very possible.
Fair enough.
Oh, no, you're right. So Pacific Rim Arcade is Xbox 360, PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
That was released in 2013. And then later that year, there is Pacific Rim, the mobile game
Oh.
that released for iOS and Android. Okay. 2
Right.
separate games then. Yeah.
Yep. I see Pacific Rim Jaeger versus Kaiju Battle still available on the Apple Store for the iPhone.
There you go.
It
That must
is
be a different one.
79 megabytes.
Wow, that can't be great.
That also can't be true. I'm going to bet that it's one of those games where it's like you download our launcher onto your phone and then you have another download.
They have that for mobile games?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I can see them. I can see it where you get the game and then it has like a giant 8 gigabyte package you download.
Mm-hmm.
But to have a separate launcher?
Same difference. Like we launch the game and it tells you need to download, but when you go to launch the game the second time, it just launches the game. Same difference. Yeah.
Well, when you say separate launcher, I imagine like you bought something on Steam, but also
Right.
it launches the EA launcher now, and you need a separate account for that.
Right. No.
Yeah.
I could kind of see something like that on Android phones, where it's like, well, I bought this on the Google Play Store, but it really wants me to also launch the Samsung store at the same time, you know? Because every now and then I get it. I get a notification that Samsung's like, hey, you've got 5 apps to update, and I look at it and it's like A, B, C, D, Netflix, and it goes, well, Netflix is actually installed on the Google Play, so we can't update that here, but it needs it.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Anyhows, yeah, turns out sequels to games can sometimes take hard lefts.
Okay, Pacific Rim video game from the Xbox Live Arcade has a announcement tab on its Wikipedia page that says the game was first announced by the Australian Classification Board. They announced the game.
What?
What? I guess they got it classified so that it could release here, and like they were the people to be like, hey, yeah, we gave this thing a classification, so that's how people first learned this game was coming.
Wow, that's really weird, but okay.
Yeah.
I wonder how often that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Weird.
Oh, I saw Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, you saw Mortal Kombat 2. What did you
I
think?
did. I took Mega Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem. He was not alive in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So stuff like get over here doesn't do anything for him. So it's kind of tough for him to really like the movie, right?
Right.
Anyway, for me, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I didn't hate it. It wasn't the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's like they're making a little more effort than your average video game movie, which I appreciated.
They're making a lot more effort than the prequel to it. Like the first one they did, because this is Mortal Kombat 2. If you go and watch the Mortal Kombat from like 2019 or whatever it is, that movie
It's worse than
sucks.
this?
Oh, it's way worse than this. This at least has
Holy
Johnny
what?
Cage and Carl Urban doing like wire fu moves. That's kind of fun.
It is fun. I do love that he's fighting in like blue jeans the whole time. It's
Yeah,
great. Yeah.
that's really like Johnny Cage is the best part of the movie, but like
Mm.
the guy who's like, I'm ready to die for my family, and then the boss just like steps on his head and he's like, well, yeah, I guess that guy is the protagonist of the first movie. It's all about him, and it is
Oh, dang.
so boring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like the son of Scorpion, right?
He's like the great grandson of Scorpion. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I mean, it's fine. The pacing's all right. Like, Shao Kahn he basically steals Raiden's energy and becomes immortal,
Yeah.
an immortal god,
Mm-hmm.
which, again, this whole Mortal Kombat system seems pretty regimented, but also cheating is totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems a bit weird that like Raiden's like I can't do anything to help, because
Yeah.
it's against the rules. But also he's pretty open that all the other gods aren't here anymore and don't care. You know.
Yeah.
And so everyone who
Well,
just cheats openly.
yeah, and the reason that Johnny Cage is even selected is because the guy that was supposed to do it got murdered. It's like, we can just murder the contestants in the street and make it easier for us to conquer your planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or realm. Sorry.
Realm. Yeah.
Realm.
Realm. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good. I did like the opening cheesy action movie Johnny Cage VHS copy that we're watching. That's really good.
It's so fun. I absolutely love where he throws like the piece of steel through the woman, and she's like, "Oh," and fires a rocket from a rocket launcher that has to make a giant U shape to get out the door and up into a helicopter. It's the greatest. I would kill for an in-universe Johnny Cage movie.
They have to have like a 30-minute version of that.
They have to. Like, if
They
you,
have to.
there's no way in the world they could have had to be like only that 2 minutes, and like you have Carl Urban on set doing that. There's no way that's where it's set to. Just be like, we just need the 60 seconds because it'll be like a funny little intro, and then we'll shift the diegesis from like, we're living it to no, it's just on a screen, and we'll have a sad Carl Urban sat at Comic-Con as nobody comes up and visits him. You know.
Yeah.
It's good. He's
It's good.
He's the best bits.
He is.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's just Mortal Kombat is what it is. It's like, here's some characters. Hey, you remember Jax? Here's Jax. Remember, here's Sonya.
Yeah.
Here's Raiden. He's not going to do anything fun, but he's here.
Yeah. Kano's here. Let's bring him back from the last one. Let's show a quick 3-second scene of someone of like Sonya ramming a gnome into his eye to explain why he's back. Or why his dad had to come back. And the necromancer being like, I want the amulet you stole. And he's like, oh, it's in one of my pockets here. And someone goes, we could have just checked his freaking pockets.
It's so good.
It's
The
funny.
Necromancer's like, what are you going to do? Dude, Kano's amazing. He's so funny. Like, he just hounds the Necromancer to give him a laser eye until finally the guy's like, all right,
Right.
fine, shut up, here.
Oh, that's pretty. Is this HD?
Hey, do my other one.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Kano, spoilers for Mortal Kombat 2, Kano decides to betray the bad guys and work with the good guys, right?
Yep.
And his reasoning is like, have you seen it here? I fucking love, Jack and Coke, or just Jack, and air conditioning. All of those reasons are all still very true, but he still betrays the good guys in the first movie for no reason.
Well, maybe he wasn't as familiar with Shao Kahn's game. Like, he wasn't quite sure what would happen if he won, and now he knows.
Well, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. He hadn't been to their realm just yet, but like he was told that like they want to invade and conquer this realm, and he's like, yeah,
cool.
fucking, I'll let
Do
that.
I get paid?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, but
Yeah. He's a mercenary. But then when he's like, all right, look, every world that he conquers just turns into sand and stone and darkness and sad people. And There's not
Right.
any Jack and Coke at all. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So if you like Kano, maybe watch the first one. He's pretty funny in it.
He is great.
Yeah.
He is good. Baraka's in there. That's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like the leader of this slave race. I don't know any of the lore of Mortal Kombat. I'm not
Neither
sure
do
if
I.
that's where he comes from originally, but
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Does not matter. Yeah.
His fight with Johnny Cage is pretty fun.
Yeah. I, I love how the fight ends with just Johnny Cage windmilling his arms and the guy's mirroring him perfectly. He's like, "Oh my god, that was the best fight ever." Again, Johnny Cage, just best part of the movie.
It's true. Yeah, and it's great. Like an old washed up Johnny Cage, played by Carl Urban, is just fantastic casting. It's really good.
Yeah, it's inspired.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to do the sunglasses. You got to push them up with your middle finger. You got to do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sonya's like, so we could unlock your magic potential, but that would take a few months. We don't have that long. Sorry.
Sorry.
He's like, wait, what? I have magic powers? And she's like, we're not talking about that right now. Sorry. Go in there and fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then at the end, he gets special kicking powers, I guess. That's fun.
Yeah, he gets the
For
power
some
to
reason.
be an actual kung fu star. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he has power in the game, so I guess that's, yeah. His power is imagination, and if he uses his imagination to kick, he can kick.
Green Lantern.
Sure, that's will.
That's will?
Yeah, the Green Lantern's power is willpower.
Well, also imagination. You have to think up a thing to do, and then your willpower makes it real.
Yeah, but the only thing he like really imagines is like a big fist punching people. That's like 90% of what he does. It's a big fist or a big gun or something like that. He's not very imaginative.
The Green Lantern?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the comics, there's a lot of stuff that happens, though. There's a lot of stuff that is conjured henceforth. Like, there's a new Green Lantern movie coming, and apparently he, like, Green Lanterned some money. Sure. Okay.
But how would that work? I know American money's green, but Green Lantern monies would glow green and then disappear. Like, nobody's going to accept that. There's no...
I know. I know. I agree. They did it, though. I don't know why. I'm just saying, it's more than just a fist sometimes.
Right, but that's dumb. Like, having imagination is fine, but if it doesn't work, it's still stupid.
Anyway, I don't know. We'll see what happens when the Green Lantern movie comes out. People seem split on it. It's hard to make a good one of those.
Who's playing the Green Lantern? Is it Ryan Reynolds?
I don't know. It is not.
Oh.
Yeah, if you search Green Lantern movie, it's like, here's the 2011 Green Lantern movie.
Yeah.
I know. New movie is called Lanterns.
Oh.
It will premiere on HBO. That sucks.
I'm not watching it then. It's a series, not a
Yeah,
movie.
right? Oh, it's a TV show.
Yeah.
Oh. So there's Kyle Chandler's in it as an old Hal Jordan.
Yeah. I'm looking at the IMDb and it has like the genre tags. And so like adventure, superhero, sci-fi, that all makes sense. Cop drama and police procedural?
Yeah, apparently there's a murder they have to solve, which is a little bit weird for lanterns to do, but
So if the Green Lantern can conjure anything he can imagine, if he imagines a piece of paper that says the name of the killer for like who did a murder, would it say the actual name? Because he's imagining it.
I don't think so. He's not imagining a name. He's imagining a concept. I don't think that's how that works.
Could you imagine a concept of a person who knows the name? Like,
Look, Green Lantern power is dumb. I'm not going to defend it at all, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. No.
it'd be more
Because if
interesting
that
if
is
it
how
did.
that works, they wouldn't make a police procedural murder mystery with the Green Lantern.
Well, it could be a procedural to find out who did it because they stole his ring at the same time. Could you imagine that a Green Lantern TV show when none of the Green Lanterns have their rings?
Yeah, that would be pretty funny, actually. I might watch that. See how they do.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, yeah. Lantern stuff coming in.
Lanterns.
Lanterns.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Mortal Kombat 2, fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's a solid 1 thumb up for Johnny Cage. That's what I give it.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, it's really like you're packing this whole story of Katara. Like her dad gets murdered by Shao Kahn. Her world gets conquered. Her mother becomes like a concubine of Shao Kahn. She becomes the daughter of Shao Kahn. But the whole time, she's like, "Fuck this guy. When I have the chance, I'm going to take him out."
Yeah.
And then she does. The end. And it's like, well, okay, fine.
It's a bit like that. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. It's fine. She's all right.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, should we just move on to
Let's move on.
the Warhammer books?
Yes. Yes. Let's
we-
do
What did we read this time, Falcon?
a bunch of short stories.
Yeah, so I thought we'd take it easy this week, and given that the omnibus, the Victory Part 1, comes with whopping four short stories, totaling about 100 pages. Maybe just under.
It's not a lot. Yeah.
We would, just read those. It'd be fun. So the first one we read was called Family. I believe that's what it's called.
Yep. Sure.
And it's the shortest of the short stories. It's Gold Collier has dinner with Tona Creed and Darlin Creed and Yancey Creed, and Yancey might be a psyker because she is drawing photo. We don't know that in this book, but she's like,
We do not know that yet. You're spoiling the second one,
I'm
Somicron.
spoiling the second one. Actually, I'm spoiling the third one.
She just draws some pictures. It's fine.
Yeah,
There's nothing ominous about them at all.
Nothing ominous. No bad shadows.
Nope.
It's kind of sweet, seeing Gold have dinner with Toner. It's like,
It is, but I'm like, why didn't we do this a long time ago? Like, it really took us this long to be like, let's hang out sometimes with your kids,
yeah,
Mr. Golcolia.
Gold's had a lot on his plate. He's made it very clear that he feels like it would be messing up his life, and like Darlin is finally an adult and is like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
It's taken a while.
Look.
He was brain damaged for a while, and I think this is very sweet and nice and wholesome. And Toner and him are drinking, and like the Amasec's not finished. And he's like, yeah, but I gotta get back. And it's very nice, but I can see why it doesn't happen in any of the books. There's not a lot to it, right? And it's like, okay, if they did this, Goal's estrangement to his family would basically be over in about, what was it, 20 pages? Because like, obviously they sit down, they talk it out for 45 seconds, and then it's fine,
Yeah.
So
it just exactly my point.
it just can't happen. And so it does finally, but it's a little bit bittersweet because it's a little bit too late,
Yeah. He could have been Uncle Golcolia. Like, specifically, this guy hangs out with us and eats with us and is more special to us than the rest of the ghosts, right?
Right.
Just could have been that. You didn't have to worry about whose dad is who or who are your kids. You could have just been around and having meals with them sometimes, and that's it.
Yeah. So it is implied that like the other ghosts are like, Yancey is like, look, I drew you as Uncle Ven or Uncle Wilder or whatever, right?
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And it's implied that like she already considers him Uncle Goal. And she at one point is like, are you Mum's boyfriend? He's like, no, little child, I'm not your mother's boyfriend.
Yeah.
But maybe she at least already does assume that Goal is just like an uncle in the way that everyone's an uncle. But he's just,
and like I said,
but he's just a
little
distant
notch
uncle.
above.
But he doesn't have to be a notch. He doesn't want to be a notch above. That's his point. He's like,
well,
I should
fuck him. They're his kids. He should be around more.
Tona's got it covered. She doesn't have a dangerous job or anything.
No, she's not alone in the world after Catherine died.
No.
Not at all. She's doing great. She doesn't need help.
She's got Darlin. It's fine.
I guess.
He's an adult now. They're pulling in 2 incomes in
is.
that household. It's statistically better than most most of the ghosts.
That's true. Anywho, it is nice. It's nice.
It's
I
nice.
feel bad for Goal though. It's just it's so hard for him.
Yeah, and when he's like leaving and he's like starting to cry, I'm like, oh, goal, finally, like a little bit of emotional breakthrough. If only you had that about a decade ago, you know,
Would have been nice.
would
Yeah.
have been better. But this is nice. It's not too late for you. You're finally going to connect with your kids. It's great.
Yeah. Well done, sir. Immediately bad things happen, but well done, sir.
Well done.
So yeah, Yancey's like, I drew this picture. There's a really ominous thing that I didn't want to draw, and I tried to scribble it out, but it didn't work very well. Ignore that part. It's fine. Look,
It's fine. It's
you're
fine.
hanging out with my other uncles, and you're doing great, and everything's fine. And there's a bad shadow over here, but again, ignore that part. Not important at all to the story.
How can a shadow?
Like,
be
thanks,
bad?
Yancey. Yeah. Yeah.
It just can't. Don't worry. Don't think about it too much. What are these 2 things in the sky? Is that the sky? And she's like, yeah, that's the sky. No, I'm not. Okay. And he, oh my god! And Dan just like, I don't know, sharpen the knife a little as he jams it in. Is like, and he folded the drawing and put it in his jacket pocket, which was there until the day he died.
Yeah.
Ah, Dan. He like, Gold can be a proper daddy when he wants to be. He needs to like actually go and do it some more often, Dan. Put more of it into the books.
Right. 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Book 2?
Book 2.
Book 2 was You Never Know.
Sure don't.
Which I really enjoyed this one. I think it might have been my favorite out of the 4. Just because I like something that's grimdark about like the prisoner being like, oh, I finally found someone in the Imperium who can be kind to me for like a tiny little bit, you know?
Right.
This is where kindness in 40k sits. It's, I am willing to tell a prisoner the time if he asks. That's what's considered kind.
That is a wild display of human kindness in this setting. Yes, it's true. Yeah. He's just trying to scratch out the days because he doesn't really know, and there's nothing else to do.
And he's getting
And
his
then he's
cell
like, I'm not
searched.
allowed to do this, am I? And it's like, no.
Yeah. So he's scratching out every 6 hours because he gets his cell searched every 6 hours because you never know. He might have. There's a lot of like MacGyver references where it's like you might have unscrewed a bolt from your bed and used your shoelace to make a las gun, you know?
Yeah. Or you could have summoned a demon into your cell using your crazy chaos magic that we know you can probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, look, I'm a soldier. I was a leader of armies. I'm not a warlock.
Right. But they're like, we don't know that. Sorry, man.
Sorry, man. Also, we do know he knows some magic because, like, in the book Blood Pact, he's like carving symbols into the door so that they can't scry his location. You know?
Yeah. He does blood magic so that he can't be found by the witch, which is like, okay, so
you
say you're not a warlock, but also you're kind of in the same box.
Yeah. As far as the Imperium's concerned, you are a warlock. I don't care that you know that burning sage gets rid of ghosts in your house. You're a warlock.
Right. I don't know. What's his long-term plan? Seriously.
Absolutely
no idea. They're never gonna trust him. Never. He knows that.
Nope. But he just maybe
like one day the Imperium's gonna be like, we've gotten everything we can out of you. Execution.
Pretty much.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah. But
okay, that's all.
Yeah. I don't know what his plan is.
And like for all the time we spend in his head, we never get that.
No.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, that one's even shorter than the first one. The next one is Ghosts and Bad Shadows.
There we go. And I was like, Bad Shadows? I remember reading that 35 seconds ago. These are short books.
These are short books. Yeah. So in this one, the Highness Sir Armaduke is running low on supplies for the Ghost. But the Navy, the clever Navy, has left a dead drop cache on a planet that is overgrown with rampaging plant life.
Yep. Jungle World, sure.
Jungle World. And we do get a cool shot of the Highness Sir Armaduke making a 60-acre like crater, being like, let's just use the ship's weapons to clear forest.
Which is it's one way to clear cut. Yeah,
that's one way to do it. Yeah. And then we get Goal's perspective as he is sent to find the entrance to this cache. And his adjutant, who knows more about the world than he does, because he read the entire mission briefing, is telling him about the two moons, which if you go back and reread Family and then Ghosts and Bad Shadows, the two moons that are going to be in the sky and Yoncey's drawing of two things in the sky, it's like, okay, that's a good foreshadowing. It's good. It's here. But, didn't get me on the first round. I was silly and stupid and didn't put two and two together.
Interesting, really? Because I was like, oh no, everyone's going to die.
So I read them days apart, so it probably just slipped me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. But basically they find the entrance to this thing, and there's a Navy officer who has an augmetic eye. Well, not even an augmetic eye. It's described as an augmetic monocle. Who he has the codes, but they're seeing bad shadows, and Goal wants to pull out, but they're like, we really need it. If we get into a fight, we're going to be really feffed up because we don't have enough supplies, and they're using burners to burn back the brush that's regrowing real quick. And they're like, well, we're doing this for Promethium, so we're really sunk cost, and they push on forward, and
whispers start happening. Never good, by the way. Nope. That should be in the Imperial Guard handbook. If you hear whispers, like, abort mission and go tell your boss, and they might not execute you, but like, you don't want to keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's whispers, and then Navy dude loses his head. The ghosts all auto fire into every shadow they can find until they're all run dry. They're already preciously limited ammo. Goal gets a conversation with the shadow, being like, you think your mind couldn't be healed by the saint and not be opened up to like a conduit for demons as well at the same time? And I'm like, yeah, well, Imperial faith is just warpcraft.
It sure is. This is a legitimate concern you're having, sir. Yeah.
And he's like, bring me the Eagle Stones or I will kill your kids, Goal.
I know about both of your kids, Goal. He's like, holy fuck, what is happening? Bad warp stuff, sir.
So he calls it off, they leave, and then he gets interrogated by Hawk and Gaunt, and they're like, is there anything you're leaving out of the report? And he's like, no. Okay, then we trust you that pulling out was the right thing to do. There won't be any censure. No marks on your service record. Are you sure there's nothing else you want to say? And he's like, nope, I don't want to get executed right now.
Right. I don't want you to take Yancey and put her on a black ship. Thank you very much.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing. That he cares less about himself, I think, and more about Yancey. He's like, if this is definitely warp shit, 100%. And if they find out, we know what happens. It's happened in the Gaunt's Ghost before. Yeah. You get your limbs chopped off and you get blinded and put in a box for the rest of your life. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody was picking that at a job fair.
No. Again, Imperium. Like, I understand your concern about warp shit, but I don't. Like, maybe people would be more open about it if you didn't do this to them after they got discovered.
Or if you were going to do that to them, don't send them back to any war zone that their family is on so they can never see that. Just have them board the train, and disappear. Yeah. They never to be seen again.
Put them on the other side of the galaxy. Not hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just... Poor Yancy. She is fucked. She is so done. I like the little moments with her where it's like she's 12, but she's acting like she's about 6. Like,
Right.
and they're like, maybe she's doing it because she knows that she gets more treats and her aunts and uncles treat her better if they see her as a child rather than as, a teenager, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like swinging her legs and she's drawing pictures and she's acting more innocent and sweet than maybe she
really
probably is, being embedded with the ghosts for 12 years.
Right.
Yeah.
And so there's a part of me that wonders: is she just she's a psycho and she's like she can draw pictures of the future and she's like, I've seen the future. I don't want to be a ghost, right? Like I don't want to grow up and be like my brother because that's war is hell. I've drawn myself die. Or if it's just war is hell and she's seen that because she's been living with the regiment for 10 years. Both are acceptable, but like she's really making herself seem much younger than she is. There's this line in Salvation's Reach when Bander's Dower's wife Elodie, or not wife to be, catches her when the bad guy like takes her prisoner, and it like despite looking small and young, she's actually much heavier than she looks, and it like yanks her arm out of its socket and stuff. She's like really hurts herself because she's catching someone who is much bigger than they look.
Right. Right. So she's just trying to do an arrested development thing with herself where she's trying to stay young as long as she can.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. We don't get this from her.
To not join up with the guard is good enough. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Poor Yancy. Yeah. So the whole time Gold Collier is like, I'm going to cover her. I'm not going to tell Gaunt or anyone else about this because I know what'll happen. And I'm like, this will not save her. I'm sorry.
No.
This will come out eventually.
Oh, yeah.
You are toast, and so is she. Hooray. Oh. Yeah. Gaunt's ghosts. Making us sad all the time.
Yeah. And then one last book, Killbox. And why don't you take the lead on Killbox?
Killbox. Let me remember Killbox.
That's not a good sign.
No. I read them. I remember them.
Okay. Killbox is the one with McCall learning the...
Yeah. McCall hunting the Space Marines in the ship. Yep. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. This feels like... It feels like we need to impress upon you how just amazingly badass McCall is. We've tried doing this throughout the previous books all the time, actually. Anytime we do McCall, he's badass.
Yeah.
But in order for you to truly understand how badass McCall is, we need you to have him get the drop on a fucking Space Marine.
Yep.
And not only that, but also rig it to where he can blow up the Space Marine's friends who have flanked him. Because it's a great line. The power of the Imperial Guard is that there are infinite of us and there are 3 of you. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Right?
I was just going to look up that line. It's great.
It's so good.
Because the Space Marine has a line where it's like, that's the thing about Space Marines. It's why we always win when we assess the situation. We change the rules so that we always come out on top. McCall says, I knew that from the start that I didn't really stand a chance against Brother Saraf. Not a fething chance in hell, even if I out-stealth him and lured him into a kill box. So I set a trap just to be sure. And look at that. My trap caught 3 Space Marines. Boom, he says. But if you trigger this trap, said Edwine, you will perish with us. Of course I will, said McCall. But that's why the poor bloody guard always win. We're expendable. 1 trooper for 3 overpowered post-human adversaries. That's a victory.
There it is. That's it. And it's 100% correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it goes to the tabletop, too. Like, the whole concept of the Imperial Guard is, they're weaker than Space Marines. They're weaker than Chaos. But there are so many of them, it evens the field.
So do you want to know one of my favorite things about the tabletop game? Which was when the Primaris Marines, the models came out, they were really worried. People who already had Firstborn Space Marines who didn't like the Primaris Marines and were like, they're going to make us buy whole new miniatures and we can't use our ones. Games Workshop did something genuinely really cool. They did an update for Firstborn Marines to make them still playable, right? That update was they moved Space Marines, the individual models on the tabletop, from having 1 wound to 2, which meant that if a guard's last shot hit and wounded a Space Marine, it didn't just kill it. Which means for 9 editions, if you took a squad of 20 Lasmen, of guardsmen, and shot them at a standard line troop of Space Marines, like a squad of 5.
Yeah.
While, okay, yes, they had a higher armor and your las guns are a lower strength, so it was probably like wounding on 5s. So if you roll a d6, you get a 5 or a 6, you maybe wound on 2 options, and then like they still get a chance to save. So it was unlikely, but you only had to hit 5 times with 20 dudes. If you had a gun that was like 3-round burst, 20 round, you're rolling 60 dice or something.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it eventually. 3-round burst.
Okay, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah. But they fixed that. They gave all Space Marines at least 2 wounds.
There you go. Yeah. So, I mean, what's the point of elevating McCall up to, like, God status? I don't understand it. He's a cool character. We like him. He must be the most badass character in my world.
He didn't have enough to do in Salvation's Reach, so like he wrote him a thing. Like part of that's as far as I can guess. He didn't have a lot to do there. So it's like, how does a woodsman approach stealth work in a spaceship?
Yeah, which is fun. It's a great idea.
It's a fun little exploration. Especially seeing him bond with one Space Marine who's like, but plot twist, I called the other 2 in just as well.
Right.
That was neat. I enjoyed that. But yeah, just not a, at least within the context of the Victory Part 1, not a particularly important story.
No. Nope.
But maybe, who knows? Maybe it'll make sense with the next one.
Right. Perhaps.
Mayhaps.
Yeah. And right, and especially in 40K, it's very hard for a mortal to gain the attention and respect of a Space Marine.
Do you think that in the same way that Gaunt got the respect of the Space Marines at Balhout, that this is now something that if McCall ever found himself in, like, I need to send a petition to the Space Marines, let's get McCall to write it, because this guy has the notice of the Space Marines. So, like, you get McCall to send a battle report that has some weight to it.
No, absolutely. I bet those 3 dudes go back to their respective chapters and go, you have to hear the story about this fucking ghost.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? How did he do that, right? Yeah. The balls on this guy. Yeah, I'm sure people will know about, Marines will know about him in the future.
Yeah. I would
again, it's rare. This doesn't happen very much.
I wouldn't be surprised to find a like a book, Gaunt's Ghost number 97. There's a small shrine somewhere on a chapel where McCall is being venerated as a saint for out-stealthing a Space Marine. You
know? Would not be surprised. That's great. Yeah, I just don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going with the McCall storyline, because again, he just consistently gets better and better and better and more powerful and stealthier and sneakier and the smartest and the best. And it's like, where are we going with this?
I mean, okay, I don't remember McCall's exact story in the next book, right?
Okay.
I have read it, but it was a while ago. And so, but the thing that says, it's like ringing out to me is if a character is getting better and better and better and better and better, and they're building it up and up and up, there's really only one place you can go with that, and that's down. That's in Gaunt's Ghost. That's just You know, they're just
Yeah,
gonna,
and then he dies.
then he
He
dies.
dies in an incredibly badass way,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But he dies.
But you
right. That's what I'm thinking.
That's got to be what's coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm anticipating, because, yeah, what else do you do? Mm-hmm. And then McCall single-handedly won the entire crusade. Somehow, he killed all the bad guys by sneaking into their homes and stabbing them in the throat.
McCall was so sneaky. He was actually able to carry Larkin on his back and shoot Chaos in the face from the remains of Tanith, and that's how Korn died. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
McCall, he's amazing. How is he so sneaky?
So sneaky.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, it's cool. I'm not telling you. I was reading it, and it was awesome. It was great. I was like, yeah, that's right. Normal humans.
Seeing all the stuff that McCall has done in prep, like laying rattle traps, and he's sitting there finding, like, focusing and shutting out the ship noises and focusing on their footsteps and, like, mentally processing that. It's like, yes, if these guys do get within a certain range of me, they can hear my heartbeat. Like, I can't out hide that. I need to keep these guys at a distance until it's, like, the right moment.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's cool. It's some well thought out, just theory crafting for sure.
Yeah. For sure.
All right. Good enough.
Good enough. So the next book is The War Master in the Victory Part 2.
Yeah.
So you can start reading that and join us next time.
Sounds good. Yeah, can I just say I started reading it and there's an old Tanith children's song.
Oh yeah.
It's like the darkest thing. Like, I know a lot of children's songs are based on like the Black Plague and traumatic events in human history.
Sure.
But this one's like,
it's really good, isn't it? Is this all about the King of the Knives?
Here comes in the darkness and he takes all our lives. The King of the Knives, the King of the Knives. Like, he cuts all the husbands and preys on the wives. The King of the Knives, the King of the Knives. It's like, all right, children.
It's good.
What is happening?
It's good. It's good.
Like, we're retroactively determining how badass Tanith kids are, I guess.
I mean, is it really that much different to, like, Ring Around the Rosie?
Ashes to ashes, we all fall down?
Yeah.
Not nearly as dark as he comes and takes all our lives. That's specific.
We all
There's no
fall
implication
down?
there.
It's all metaphor for dying. We all fall down.
It's metaphor. It's not distinct. It's
Okay.
not. It's clothed in metaphor. When I was 5 and I was doing Ring Around the Rosie, I wasn't like, holy shit, we're all dead. No, I was like, we all fall down. This is amazing. We fall down. It's hilarious, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
But if you're a 5-year-old who's like, he comes and takes all our lives, I'm like, wait a second, what is going on here? What is this song?
Maybe. I feel like, like learning, like being like, oh, that childhood thing we did, and learning about it later as an adult, it hits you twice. Then you're like, oh my god, can you believe we're letting our kids run around all falling down with pockets full of posies? That's insane.
Yeah, but it's not, because they don't know what's happening.
Right.
I never had that thought.
It's grimdark later. And that's the important thing. Anyone can scare a child by being like, it's a guy with a knife. Okay.
Right.
It's
You're
Jason.
saying
whatever.
It's better to like cloak
Yeah.
your children's songs in metaphor and symbolism that they only discover later.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're probably right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, how often do you get the chance to sow the seed for a real life plot twist? Like, not very.
True.
Not very.
Not very often, no. I mean, there's Santa Claus.
Yep. It's Santa Claus and Ring Around a
Easter
Rosie.
Bunny, and Ring Around the Rosie. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, hard work will be rewarded. Yeah.
It's a pretty big plot twist, gotta say.
Yeah.
All right. On that happy note, the happiest.
The happiest of happy notes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Wrap it up.
All right, that is going to be us from us today. This has been Falcon Paladin and Somicron with another edition of the Falcon Paladin Hour here at twitch.tv/Somicron. We're here once a week, usually on, a certain day, but sometimes we're not. So just, come over here, subscribe, hit the notification button so you know it's going to go live. How about that? You can also find Somicron on youtube.com/@Somicron if you're more of a VOD out there kind of person, which I know a lot of people are. You can also subscribe on the twitch.tv/Somicron channel for whatever, a month, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, depending on what that is in your country. You can also Prime sub. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you can sub here for free, which is fantastic. You can cheer bits as well, sub to the YouTube channel, and support at patreon.com/Somicron. So do all that stuff. Thanks again. We'll catch you next time. Got more Warhammer to talk about. Got more other stuff to talk about, like people not answering the phone, perhaps. Exciting, riveting stuff.
Riveting.
And we'll catch you then. Bye.
Bye.